Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Brooklyn Beats. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and...
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's good. 4.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him, and this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Carried by number 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
he'll give it here to his running back. Trot, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Number 39.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the 44-yard line.
He's taken the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And caught it up. Now he's strapped. He lost the football. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Bills.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Bills 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And maybe he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
That's unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And it's 21-3. A 10-play drive that time.
Makes the score Beats 21. Bills 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
Complete.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 30-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out come the Bills. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's something that will be casualties at times for trying to win a game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
The pass.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Bills 3.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 16 yards, a first down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the
back to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's the first of 2 games here on this wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. But first, let's take a look back at action from earlier. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, It's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
To number 29.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for a touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Kicker on for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Brings up second and long.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
14-yard pickup. But it's
out of the gun now on third down. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Second and 14. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he puts this one through and makes our score 31-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Bills take over. First down and 10. At their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
To number 81. Brings up third down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. There's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Right there to say incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third down and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They've put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
That drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 13 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Escapes the sack. Oh, it stays up. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
15-yard loss. It's 2nd down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
The quarterback is sacked. A loss of 12 yards.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. But he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That is 3.
That defense just did not budge, and now your punter. Well, this is why you pay him.
It is. It's exactly why you pay him. But what he's got to be thinking about are a couple of things. Number 1, don't step back. Could be a safety. Number 2, cut down your time on your mechanics. If you're a 2-step punter, it needs to be 1 step to get rid of the football.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. It's fielded at the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
1st and 10 at the 20.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This offense on 3rd down today, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
43. Bills 10.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
39.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Bills.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bass.
The pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A host of Bills there that time to make the stop.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.